Good morning, Tate.
Good morning, Jack. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Merry Christmas.
And to you?
Yes. It's been a little while since we've been down here. Was it 10 days?
Yes. I had a look. Our last episode was the 18th. 18th? Yeah, 18th of December. And then since then there's been 19 games, 19 Premier League games from the 21st up until now. Christmas has been and gone. Boxing Day's been and gone.
We managed to squeeze a podcast in between now and the new year. The only free period we
This might be it might be a bit different this time. It could be half hour, could be an hour. Sort of just generally go through all the games and
shooting from the hip, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've got no notes.
That is the perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
But we thought there's been 19 games. Lots have happened. Let's just talk about some of the stuff that's happened, some of the stuff that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
We've had another managerial sacking we can touch on.
Mm-hmm.
But it might just sound like a big old Christmas ramble.
Yeah.
It probably will be, but
yeah.
Hopefully the sound's okay. We were trying to play out with some video this morning, but it wasn't quite working, so we'll do that off air.
Yeah, I think we'll get to that, but that could be coming soon.
Maybe we need our IT guru Josh to come help us. And while we're mentioning Josh, he'll probably listen to this tomorrow on his 30th birthday.
Yes.
So happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Thank you for all the edits and whatnot. And I'm sure you'll have a lovely day tomorrow.
Yep.
And should we crack on with some of the games? There won't be an intro or any teasers in this episode, as we haven't got any notes. And I said to Jack off air, I feel a bit naked with no notes or anything to look at.
Just to make sure Tate's not naked. He just feels naked.
But yeah, so the first game, we'll ignore the first game of the 19. That was the Palace Brighton.
The one I predicted.
Yes, you did. Lovely bit of with the darts.
So yeah, talking about Josh, exactly. That it wasn't edited. That I did get a bullseye, but bang on 1-1.
But we're going to start a little touch on Aston Villa. Aston Villa had the chance to go top at Christmas. Mm-hmm. Well, if Arsenal or Liverpool didn't win, which they didn't win, but in classic Unai Emery fashion, when the pressure's really on, Unai comes out to play.
Let's have a look. I've got a result here. I can go on
shocking result. That
Sky Sports report.
Friday night, Villa put a little light show on, bottom of the league, and they just get a 98th minute equaliser. Yeah,
Sheffield United just got their new manager as well.
Now, Chris Watts had a couple of games.
Oh, he had a couple. Yeah, true. We've spoke since. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, I just thought Villa at home Friday night, like you said, under the lights with their stupid light show, perfect opportunity to go top.
And it was Cameron Archer, the old Villa player, scored in like the 86th minute.
Yeah,
and then,
late on.
Buddy, I said, how many times have I mentioned you over Wes Fondringham? What is he doing for that goal?
He's carried on his form.
Yeah, I know.
His lack of form.
On Boxing Day fixture, he needs to be. I don't know who their reserve is, or they need to go out in January and get someone.
He's just not. He's not a Premier League goalie. He's tried. I mean, he even played for Sheffield United before, but yeah, he's just a Championship Football League goalkeeper, and that's it. But yeah, I thought Sheffield United. That's a brilliant point and brilliant win, and assumed they were thinking that way too. But Zaniolo popped up late on, didn't he, for Emery?
And a point for them. Like Unai Emery said in his press conference actually against United after his loss, he goes, "How many points they got?" 39, and he started saying, he's stroking his chin and goes, 39 points, 39 points. What an achievement! Yeah, it is, but it doesn't take away the fact that you should have won both those games.
Yeah,
and you should have 39 plus, 5 more points.
Yeah.
You should be top of the league. You should be.
Yeah, they're well above their expectations, and even what the fans, even the most positive and thinking fans, they're well above what they expect. So yeah, they're obviously absolutely buzzing. But yeah, their last two results have been pretty poor. But even that game, again, we talk about the rest. They're boring, but that VAR incident with Villa's, where they scored and it was pulled back. It was, just a random decision. Like, yes, it was a foul. I don't know if you saw it, but it was definitely 100% a foul. Definitely a foul. But the game carried on for so long. So many things happened. And
absolute carbon copy of Trossard's goal that got disallowed last year at Leicester.
Yeah.
Ben White touched him. It was a little bit less game had played.
Yeah.
There was less phases of the game that had been played. But
yeah. It's definitely a foul. 100%
like you said, I'm tired of it now. I can't be bothered to talk about it.
We'll get onto it because obviously there was a couple of instances last night again, and there's been plenty throughout this Christmas period, but they're just awful. They are just so poor. Such poor poor people at their jobs.
And moving into the Saturday, so last Saturday, 23rd, I could have bet my house West Ham are going to win. We're going to beat United. And it was a strange one because I thought West Ham would come out at home, all guns blazing, and they must have mentioned it 97 times on commentary that the atmosphere at the London Stadium was a bit poor. It was quiet. And that surprised me because I thought West Ham at home to you, a game before Christmas, they're going to be right up for it. They know if they win, they go above United. And United actually, that suited United, the quiet atmosphere, and they played reasonably well. Had a couple of chances before half-time, but then the Messiah Moyes got them in at half-time. And the game turned around. And it was,
rallied the troops.
And they've got two outstanding players, West Ham, in Paqueta and Kudus. So if they're playing well, they can get into any team. You saw Man City try to get Paqueta. That shows the level of the player he is. And, Paqueta's lovely little dink to Bowen. He bundled it home, and then he played through after a mistake from the youngster.
Manu,
Yeah. Played through Kudos, weak foot, smashed it across Onana.
That was,
all she wrote.
Yeah, but like you said, I just thought, obviously West Ham fans probably felt different, but I could only see a West Ham win, but that's not a shock to me at all. The way Man United have been, and
Man United just don't beat anyone who's any good.
No,
who've got anything about them.
Yeah.
Well, and
they beat Emery's super side.
We'll get on to that. Fulham. What's happened to Fulham since they did 2 5-0s, whacked West Ham 5-0, and they've just gone on an absolute.
Yeah. They lost 3-0 at Bournemouth as well, didn't they? Bloody hell.
They've got Arsenal on Sunday, so hopefully Arsenal can bounce back. Luton, what a 2 weeks for Luton.
Yeah.
Beating Newcastle at home. Was it you who called that? Was it who had it in their bet?
No,
who did we hang out with on Saturday night? I'm trying to think who had it in their bet now.
Weren't me.
Josh. It was actually Josh who called that.
Definitely didn't have Luton.
Bournemouth. What the informed team at the moment?
I think they won 6 out of 7.
We've got the table up here, so
and we've got Bournemouth.
4 of their last 5 they've won. I'm just looking at their last 5. Just incredible.
And that's I was before the season. You weren't sure about the manager, and at the start, everyone was, well, he's going to go, blah blah. But they've turned it around. They're bang on it. Yeah,
because a lot of people put me in that conversation with the 3 promoted clubs, and then it was Bournemouth. They were the 4 that could go down. But I was looking at Bournemouth yesterday. Let me look at their numbers here quickly. So on the 4th of November was their last defeat, and that was a 6-1 hammering against Man City. Since then, win, draw, win. It's really good stuff. And them teams they've beat, they played Newcastle, beat Sheffield United, drew to Villa, beat Palace, beat United 3-0, beat Forest away, and beat Fulham at home.
Yeah, and they're like, obviously Man United away is a ridiculous result. I don't think they've ever won at Old Trafford, but they're beating sides that are mid-table, if not above them, and they're looking very good. And like we said, we've got them New Year's Eve at home, so
And they sit 12th. Look at the table now. They sit 12th, level on points with Wolves and billion-pound Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that's some turnaround for them. That was a funny thing actually I read the other day. It was about Chelsea. No, we go on and on and on and on. Chelsea and the money they spent. But if you think about it, do you think if Chelsea had kept hold of all their youth players who they went and sold, instead of buying all these players, they'd still be they'd be better off. And with more money.
So. There'd be no worse than
Jackson,
there'd be no worse than
Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Any of their centre halves to Tomori, I don't think there's much difference in them.
No.
I'm trying to think. I'm just who else do they sell out there?
I'd say probably Loftus-Cheek. He's fine to go. He's been there for a very long. Well, was there for a very long time. Weren't really an improvement in anything they have. But Hudson-Odoi, is he any worse than any of the wingers? The 25 wingers they've bought, probably not. They've kept Conor Gallagher. If they'd have kept Mount,
but there's rumours he might go.
Yeah, and then, he's linked with us quite heavily, and probably
Newcastle as well.
Newcastle, if they want to spend the money, so you're probably right, and they wouldn't have to spend half the money. It's just there'd definitely be no worse. Yeah,
Mark Gay can't be any worse than whoever they've got. I'm trying to think off the top of my head the rest of the players. Dom Solanke, they're better players than Jackson, and are they any worse than Brozier? I know Brozier sort of gone through them, but
well, Gay's got to be better than that Dizazi and
and Bashiwai,
Badishil and all the rest of them. Yeah, no, I'm with you, and everyone's fully aware of our feelings towards Chelsea.
Apologies, you just heard I just absolutely smashed my microphone. Tottenham Everton.
We were good for 40 minutes. I was with my brother and a few of our mates, and they went down at, to the concourse to get a drink about 40 minutes, and up at that point we were brilliant, and then suddenly they walked away, and it was awful. It was very similar to last night, and it wasn't our centre backs were rubbish or our centre field or right. We were just played awfully. And yes, at half time Romero went off. Dyer come on, and Dyer should never wear a Tottenham shirt again. But yeah, just that second half we got slaughtered by Everton, who were bloody good as well. They were decent.
A goal disallowed for a foul. I mean, I've got my Arsenal hat on.
No, it's a foul.
What I can't get
it's
over,
a foul.
The linesman's 10 yards away.
But I'm going to say
what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you either think it's a foul or not, you've got the best angle.
Yeah, and it's what I'm saying about the refs, and about, again, it's Tottenham related. But last night, that Kulusevski foul, that was it's a penalty every day of the week. But
he did the same against.
Yeah, but refs just give. Not I'm worried about Kulusevski and you saying Kulusevski done it last week. No, fuck off.
No, but you've seen the screenshot of them too.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that.
That's the consistency of just.
But just refs just make a decision. They're not reffing the games anymore. It sounds like Andrew's saying it. It was so clear and obvious. It took 3 minutes for them to. 3 minutes. It's clear and obvious. 3 minutes to decide that's a penalty. It's ridiculous. They're not making decisions anymore. They're just relying on VAR. The VAR are reffing the game the way they want to. So it's just rubbish. It's rubbish.
And then obviously, Andre Gomez came back from the dead.
Yeah.
I think it's his first game in 72 games ever since.
Yeah.
Scored. Jan Juma was centimetres away from.
So close. And we're in the stadium. They put the flag. I'm like, oh, thank God he's offside. But he wasn't even him. It was Beto. He was never offside. He's not involved. So, yeah, we were very, very lucky that game. Very lucky.
The main event of that weekend was probably Anfield. Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Started well, didn't it?
It started well, yeah. I was convinced that goal was going to be chalked offside, but it got given.
Yeah, no, it's
just one of them weird ones that you never know, do you?
No,
until
it's
knows.
there.
No
No,
one knows.
of course not. No.
Started really well. I think Odegaard thought it was in the NBA.
Again, but how's that not given as a penalty? How's that not clear and obvious a mistake? If the rest, they're just awful. It's just awful. How can you do that? How can they? I'm not saying that it's Arsenal, but the refs. How can they not give that? What? It's mental. It's absolutely mental. It's mental.
We all know that Zinchenko was going to let Salah cut in at some stage.
Yeah, but the guy said to my mates at the time, because we were watching it, but that game turned out the way you said. It was, Arsenal are good. We might score, but Zinchenko against Salah will be the issue, and there you go.
I mean, he has got a lot of stick recently, and some of it's deserved, some of it isn't. That was the only thing he did wrong in that game. Really. Yeah. He actually played quite well for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but he's a left back. He's
you can't let Salah is that good. You only have to give him half a chance, and you'll absolutely rifle at home. Like if Salah doesn't play, and that's Jota in that position, or whoever they're going to play right wing to replace him, he don't score that goal.
No, well, they don't even think about trying to do that, do they? And they nearly scored right at the end, didn't they? Trent, I can't believe he didn't score. To be honest,
yeah, the breakaway.
It was like all of them running.
I still can't understand what Arsenal were doing there. Why is Declan Rice the only player back? And also, why is he the player back? He's normally in the box.
Yeah, why is he not on the ball?
He scored a few goals. He's scored a few goals in the box in the last few minutes. Why is he the one at the? Normally it's Zinchenko at the back. Probably.
Yes, maybe they thought.
Well, we can get away with that one. I would have taken a point at Anfield.
Yeah, the draws. Like I said, that's probably.
I did come out and say that. I said if we win at Anfield, we'll win the league.
Yeah.
Because no one wins at Anfield. Pep's never won there.
Yeah.
Obviously, they might look a bit silly after what happened last night. But
and those two games now have turned that right on its head. Draw and a loss last night.
It was the draws that kill you.
Yeah.
And Liverpool had a week when they drew against United and Arsenal. They got 2 points. They might as well have lost one and won one. They would have got more points.
Yeah, true. Very true.
The first ever Christmas Eve game in our lifetime, I think. And again, I said to the boys when we were out on Saturday, Wolves will just win this.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it'd be a draw. Yeah,
Chelsea are a disgrace.
Very, and they are.
And their players are a disgrace. And I feel sorry for some of the fans and no, I don't really, but in a sense of the players are just arrogant, all play for themselves. Raheem Sterling's the epitome of that moment. There's 3 versus the goalkeeper. What are you doing?
No.
What possibly are you doing? Just square it.
It's terrible. And even the
You've
fact
pressed really well.
He's got to score anyway. He could
Yeah.
go around a goalie, do whatever you want, mate. But
You've pressed really well. You've won the ball high up. Your exact game plan, Poch's game plan, has come through absolute T. Square it 1-0.
Yeah.
The game gets changed, and you don't. And then Wolves, I think Lamina scored a header, and I can't remember who scored the other goal for Wolves.
Was he Hwang? I don't know.
Probably. Got it here quickly.
No, Doherty later on.
Oh yeah, and then the cut back and Bashir just awful defending. Doherty slots it home like a seasoned striker. Yeah. Nkuku's playing now.
Yeah, he's back fit, isn't he? I think his agent come out and said, like, why is he not playing? He needs to be playing. He's just come back from a horrific knee injury. Yeah,
he'll play every game now because
if he's
some
fit,
of the stuff Jackson's been doing recently.
He must be so infuriating to watch.
And then I haven't said actually. Then it was obviously Christmas Eve. Did you have a nice Christmas?
Yeah, it was alright. Pretty quiet at home, mum, dad.
Any Spurs kits? Any Spurs presents?
No Spurs kits.
Well,
did you get? What about you? Hang on, what did you get?
I got the home kit, the away kit, third kit, Arsenal pint glass, Arsenal annual,
God.
and the Ian Wright 60th birthday edition jacket. Very
nice.
Very nice.
What, do you get shorts and socks or
no,
just
not
just
this
the
time.
top? No. Not this time.
No, to be fair, it was Ben Graham actually messaged me the other day. He was like, "Have you got any Arsenal shorts for a stag do for his?" And I said, "Not since I've been
15,
12." I'm trying to think. Probably when I was playing junior football. But those shirts, I think I've got now. I'm trying to work out the exact amount of. I think I've got close to like 55 Arsenal shirts now.
Bloody hell.
Well, I was thinking I've got every home kit since 2001, at least once, because I did buy some of the home kits twice.
Just in case.
No, so there was. I remember we won the cup final in 2013-14. And said to my dad, whoever scores the winner, I'll go downstairs. I'll go buy the shirt again with winner on it. Ramsey went and scored the winner, so still got the tag on it. Never worn it.
That's nice.
Go do that. Well, I think from 2001 to 2023-24 is 22 seasons. 22 seasons. So that's 22 shirts there. Add a couple from buying a couple size, just say 26. Away kits, again, the same amount of away kits. I haven't bought more. I'd say maybe 20. And then third kits, probably got 10, 15 third kits.
Any names on the back this year? Or
No names on the back this year. I was going to get Rice, just because.
Not after last night.
Just because of Rice. I need to get Champions League badges on, because while we can. While we're okay. No, I had a nice Christmas and Boxing Day. And then Boxing Day football.
Yeah, that was a bit more enjoyable day for myself, I have to say.
Chris Woods, why has he turned into Lionel Messi? How good is that second goal? And even the third
New
goal.
Zealand R9.
The second goal, he's just literally turned him, dinked.
It was totally opposite to what you associate Chris Wood with. It was bizarre game. Forest winning 3-1 at Newcastle. Ridiculous.
Newcastle in the mud. And
but as I say, same weekend at Luton, obviously. One at Sheffield United.
What a game that was.
Yeah, it was good.
How bad are those two goals? All of Luton's goals are absolutely terrible.
But that's what about that Foderingham. He's just awful. Like, what does Sheffield United expect? Their team is pretty poor anyway, and you got him in goal. Just no chance.
I mean, it was Lockyer. Lockyer scored the first one, and then 2 own goals in like 2 minutes. Absolute disaster by Sheffield United.
No, it was Doughty, wasn't it?
Doughty, yeah. Sorry.
Robinson own goal, and then that Slimane own goal. Just
the keeper can do nothing about the 2 own goals, but the first goal is just an absolute shocker.
Oh, he's just poor goal. Fulham obviously got battered at Bournemouth.
Liverpool scores again. How good's that song?
I didn't watch it. Can you give us a?
I think let me just talk it in my head first. He used to be a Scouser, and now he's got a seaside house. Dom Solanke scores. It's the Shakira song. Waka Waka.
Yeah. Shall I see if I find it?
Dom Solanke. He's something like he used to be a Scouser, and now he's bought a seaside house. It's very very good, to be fair. And there's rumours he might be going. People looking at him in January and whatnot.
I think it's just a very good patch very good little spell, and
Yeah.
it happens with footballers. But yeah, he's talking about Spurs saying, "Oh, we should get Solanke." Well, no, he's doing well for Bournemouth, and rightly so. That's fine, praise him. But yeah, I'm not too sure.
And then Liverpool, pretty routine 2-0 win over Burnley. Burnley had a couple of chances at 1-0.
Again, they're just an awful
what
side.
the hell was that decision to disallow that goal? The foul.
Oh, no, yeah. No, ridiculous. Yeah.
The defender didn't even claim for it.
Gakpo's goal, wasn't it? Yeah, what another example, refs just being awful. VAR being... The refs couldn't control that. Just, awful. Just can't believe it.
Not wanting to overrule the ref in shot. Oh.
They're just crap.
And then probably the main event of Boxing Day was the 8 o'clock kickoff, Man United versus Aston Villa. I think you predicted a 3-2 Villa.
3-3,
3-3 was it?
3-3, yeah. But
and
I was quite happy when Villa lost, but yeah, I wasn't.
I did a 3-0 Villa.
And
I did a 3-0
yeah,
Villa
true,
and a
2-0.
And a Ten Hag gig on, mate.
Yeah. It looked that way, didn't it? Even at half, everyone was chatting and stuff, but yeah, they turned it round, didn't they? Was it Højlund scored that? Yeah, Højlund, the winner.
Or Sean Mars.
Yeah, Sean, whatever his Millis. That is. Oh, I'm so glad that stopped. That poor
it's
bloke.
So funny though.
It is good, but that fucking poor bloke, like.
He's got number 1 though now.
Yeah, he's doing so well out of it, but everyone some of the things they're going about is awful.
He's got what I quite like about it. He's obviously taking it, doing his live streams, watching Man United. He now knows of it. He now knows of this thing. So you take it on, and he's got a massive, hasn't it? All of a sudden, he got number 1, and yes. That's all right.
Nice.
But yeah, 2-0 down, and I thought he is in big trouble here. Van Hagen, Ten Hag, and then Garnacho turned it around on playing right wing. First game I think playing right wing. He had Rashford on the left, Højlund through the middle, and then obviously Garnacho got 2 goals, and then Højlund lovely finish, wasn't it?
It was good finish at the end. But Villa,
that's Villa, mate, and
bit of pressure, a bit of the expectation to do this, do that, and
it's Unai Emery.
They've fumbled it.
This is literally him. Everyone who has never had a managerial club will say, "Oh, it's fantastic. It's this, it's that. Oh, you should really good manager." Blah 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 blah. Right, Ten Hag got sacked on Saturday night, whenever it was. You're telling me the United fans want the third, quote unquote, as Gary Neville and Carragher say, the third best manager in the league. You'd be happy sacking Ten Hag and putting Emery in charge.
No,
if you are, fair enough, but you're not.
Yeah.
No one is. And I've seen him throw away numerous two-goal leads at Arsenal. Just useless bloke. When the times get like that. Unless it's in Europe and he's in the Europa League with Villarreal or whatever. Just
I can't see him staying where they are.
But look at the table here. They are a point off Arsenal, 3 points off the top, and they're 2 above City. The big winners for me are Man United because they don't draw any games. They've drawn 1 Premier League game this season. They've won 10, drawn 1, lost 8. They're above Newcastle.
Brighton as well. Yeah, true. They've draw against Liverpool was the only draw. Yeah.
And like I said earlier, the draws that kill you, mate. They really do. If you can win, if you can draw, win, you're going to get more points if you can.
Yeah.
And then the 27th, move on to that. Wolves. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I didn't really follow any of that.
Have you seen the highlights of that game?
No, I've not.
Nathan Collins. Oh my God! If we were doing Loser of the Week, it could have been between him and Declan Rice.
Was he Brentford?
Yes, he was at Wolves.
He was at Wolves. Yeah, of course he was.
And
Nathan Collins makes multiple errors. Yes,
2 back passes got intercepted and scored from.
Oof.
Absolutely shambles. Chelsea scraped past Crystal Palace with a last-minute penalty.
Hodgson's, yeah, saw that.
I saw old Steve Parish go down into the tunnel to talk to the players.
That's always a sign.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think he's going at the end of the year anyway, regardless, Hodgson. But I think they just need. I think their form has been rubbish. I think they've won something ridiculous, like 2 out of 17. I don't know if that's even right, but they've something horrific.
Palace, no win in 5. Sitting in 15th, and only point they are 3 points off of Luton. Not great, is it? Not great. Everton versus Man City. I thought potential banana skin here. Potential.
Well, I didn't at all. I thought it'd be because Man City they normally just win these games 2-0, 2-1. I thought they'd win it, but
coming back
when
from
they're 1-0 down,
the Club World Cup, now they're the best team in the world. All this nonsense. They are, but that trophy doesn't mean they are.
No.
They had if you get their team lineup up there quickly, and I thought for Man City standards, it's pretty not. It sounds silly, pretty weak.
Edison, Walker, Stones, Akanji, Ake, Nunez, Rodri, Silva, Foden, Grealish, Alvarez. No Haaland, obviously. No De Bruyne. The bench is pretty.
No Doku.
The bench was pretty awful. Like 3 unknowns. They had Rico Lewis, Vardy as defender, Kovacic as centre fielder, Calvin Phillips obviously never coming on. One's a goalie. Yeah, the bench is pretty awful.
You thought, if that was you playing them, for example, you'd fancy himself. Or you'd fancy, this is a chance to get City. Yeah. But City absolutely whacked them for like 25 minutes. And Everton got a good goal on the counter. It was Rodri gave the ball away, and then Harrison slotted it in. But second half, whatever Pep said,
worked.
Just didn't give them. They just had them at complete arm's length.
Yeah, I didn't like I said, I didn't watch.
Foden got a good goal. Then it was a penalty, handball, Alvarez, and then Pickford stinker for the third. And City, having won 2 of their last 7, are how many points off the top? 5 off the top with a game in hand. Game in hand at home to Sheffield United, so
doing all right.
Not too bad. Then should we move to yesterday's games?
Yeah, I think that's probably most fresh in our minds.
You put on the chat yesterday, day before, that obviously Romero now out for a month.
Yeah, at least 4 weeks. Yeah.
I did think with your injury suspensions and whatnot, I did think Brighton would win.
Yeah, I text Jake, one of our mates who's been on Jake panel. I said, but I think we lose tonight, and I think we beat Bournemouth New Year's Eve. Just one of them games. Like, yeah, there's a lot to talk about the game. We were awful, absolutely awful, and we got loads of injuries and all the rest of it. But regardless, those 11 players that started were disgrace. Were absolutely shocking last night, and just one of those. We just not anything. It's alright, forget about it. But I just thought we'd lose. There's Brighton have been up and down. It's just classic. Like the 18-year-old right back scores his second Premier League goal. Their left back that's just returned from injury scores a worldie from about 25 yards out. 2 penalties given away. Yeah, just classic Tottenham, to be honest. Absolute classic. We were awful. And again, like I always said and always have said, that when you have a triangle of Højbjerg, Davis, Royale, you inevitably we are terrible. We've lost the game, and lo and behold, Højbjerg starts with people around him that shouldn't play, and we get found out. I say it all the time, but you can have 1 or 2 of these average to bad players in the team surrounded by better players. But again, our current situation with the team that's put out last night, what else do you expect? Yeah,
I'm looking at your team now, and like you said, that core central area of
it's rubbish.
Davis, Romero, Højbjerg ain't great.
It's rubbish.
Ain't great.
We had 4 fullbacks in the back 4. Højbjerg starting just anyone. If Arsenal play tomorrow and they don't have Gabriel, Saliba and Saka doesn't play, Liverpool don't have Van Dijk and I don't know who they're normal, Konate and whoever in the middle. City don't have their 2 centre backs and De Bruyne. It's just, what do people expect? So,
are there any rumours for a centre half in January?
We need to sign a centre back January 1st, and they need to be playing as soon as possible. But there's talk of this Todibo fella. I don't know anything about from Nice, I think. Don't know a lot about him. Apparently fits the Postecoglou model, all the rest of it. But yeah, I think we need to buy a centre-back immediately, and then we need to buy maybe 2 centre-backs immediately, and then we need to buy a centre midfielder.
What's happened to Tanganga? Is he alive?
Yeah, he's at Stuttgart, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's on loan, I think.
I'm just going through your squad now. I just think,
he didn't play.
So the other one is Dyer, but obviously...
he's awful. But then that's what it needs to be now. We need to just play one of these youngsters. If that Phillips, the one we got from Blackburn, or this Dorrington, it might be far too early for them, but I'd much rather watch them try and play than Dyer or Royale again at centre-back.
Looking at Dyer here, he's played his first minutes at home to Chelsea, lost. Then he played 90 against Wolves, lost. and then he played 45 against Everton
and lost technically.
Lost the second half. And
he's
shouldn't have won that game.
He's just not anywhere near it. And like I know we said a few weeks ago, but
Dyer to Burnley.
I retract that comment immediately. Burnley, stay clear of him. Stay clear of Dyer.
There were some good goals. Obviously, 2 sloppy penalties to give away.
But then, and that's
what are you doing?
they are.
Comes on and just runs in the back of him.
And you see it from a mile off. You knew that he was going to make the tackle and just definite penalties. But Brighton were okay. They were alright. Just same old Brighton at home. They're pretty good. Nothing. If we played 10% better, we might have got a result. But they were okay. Their form was just they've been up and down all over the place. And we're just one of them. We just I don't know. I just felt like we were going to lose from yesterday, or 2 days ago. I just felt we're just going to lose at Brighton. And
that leaves you in 5th?
Yeah, we're 5th, 4 points off top, 1 point off City.
Was it 3 off
3
Villa?
ahead of, 3 behind Villa, 3 ahead of West Ham.
So like you said, the unboxing, that result ends up being quite nice for you, the Villa loss, because nothing's really changed.
No, this...
Would you target them as your main contenders in that top?
Yeah, I think we're battling for top 4. Villa, I can't see... It's us and Villa, really, I think. I know City obviously there, but it'll be them. Let City, Arsenal, Liverpool for the top, and then Villa, Spurs. If West Ham continue, I don't see it personally, but I feel like it's us and Villa for top 4.
And then should we move on to the Emirates last night?
Yes, as you attended.
Yeah. Strange one.
Welcome to the club.
Strange one. On paper, we didn't have Kai Havertz. He was the only change. Trossard came in. I really, really wanted to see Smith Rowe start in that left 8 position, but it's been Havertz mainly, and then Trossard's coming. I don't think it really fits Trossard. And Havertz is a physical player. I think we missed that physicality, because West Ham are one of the most physical teams in the league, especially in that midfield area. They're very strong with Souček and the
Alvarez, the
Mexican guy. Very good in there. We started off well, knocking the ball around, good pressure. West Ham swung on across, and Zinchenko and I think it was Gabriel made an absolute hash of it. Fell to Bowen, squared it across, and Souček scores and does that god-awful celebration.
Yeah, he does that weird spin thing.
Spin thing.
Yeah.
And we was getting to run a play, but 1-0 down. VAR take 5 minutes to look at it, realise they still haven't got the technology to decide whether it's in or out, so they have to give it. As I was saying to people around me, I said the longer it goes on, they can't give it. They can't give it unless it's because they can't tell.
No, and that's what I text last night. But yes, I'm Tottenham biased, but I said if you give the goal, then you'd be annoyed. But ultimately, fair is what it is. Fair enough. But like you said, you can't. They can't have given it. Yeah,
because the line flag says it's out, they have to go for that.
The ball, you literally couldn't. Obviously, there's a couple of frames. They pause it once, and you can see the ball and it's in. But then obviously, that's not part of it. The next part is where it stops, if you like, and you actually can't see the ball. Bowen's in the way, and similar to the Newcastle when you're Arsenal at Newcastle. Yeah, just be a total guess.
For me, that's something that has to change next season.
That's what I was saying.
It can't
surely
be 2024 next year, and they still can't tell if the ball's outplayed over the other side of the goal.
Yeah, surely there's a camera the other side of the post that goes shoots all the way along that comes off the corner flag. I don't know. Or
so in tennis they use Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye. Yeah,
and they use that in the Premier League only for the goalposts. Obviously, the automated system they use in the Champions League is because the ball is Adidas. And apparently, Nike don't have the technology.
Well, they've not used it.
They haven't used it yet in a Nike ball, and the Premier League is sponsored by Nike.
Yeah.
So,
I think now,
but next season apparently it's coming in, and
I think a few years ago this ball over the byline has never become such a thing. But now all of a sudden it's.
I think Rashford had
this
one
season, but
months ago, and
this season, the last year or two, it's just been it's actually quite important because it happens more regularly than you think. And,
I've always been been consistent. I don't want VAR. I don't like it, and I'm happy that the goal stands if there's no technology. But there's technology there. You shouldn't be guessing anymore.
No.
For a decision that is quite either black or white. It's either in or it's out. It's not. Is it a foul? Is it because we could go on all day. Is it a foul? Is it not a foul?
True.
And we'll never ever agree on some things, but we can both agree if the ball's gone over the goal line or not.
Yeah.
Because it's quite clearly a thing.
No, exactly.
For measurable things,
Yeah.
I'm okay for it. But
then, like you said, there's no... Yeah, exactly that. But a goal that goes over the line, or yes or no, everyone, even if it's the tiniest of margins, it's over or in or whatever, people accept it. But like you said, there's nothing to actually still to decide whether that's gone in or out.
But I was saying to that, my dad yesterday, that is the fine lines of football and the fine lines of the Premier League, and that's what matters. At the end of the day, we 10 minutes later had a good chance of Saka's header. And then Saka got put through by Odegaard, smashed the inside of the post, came out and just hit Trossard. It was going too quick. If that's 2 centimetres either way, that smashes the inside post and goes in. 1-1 at half time, all different. We played reasonably well. It wasn't great. A lot of... The whole game reminded me of probably 15 years ago when Arsenal used to get that label thrown at them. Oh, they're trying to pass it in the net, pass it in the net. They just kept doing that. They got so many times in the box, and there's a stat going around that Arsenal had 77 touches in the opposition box, which is the highest ever in Premier League history without scoring goal. Because they just kept
passing and shoot or whatever.
Odegaard was fantastic. Was the only one who could come out that game for some credit because he was doing some unbelievable little passes to break the lines and play players through. The one thing that was really, really annoying me is they would never play. They played the overlap like twice on Ben White. Because he got a couple of good crosses out of it, but they kept using him as like a decoy run, coming inside. Saka's shot would get blocked. Odegaard's shot would get blocked. Because David Moyes knows how to set up a team. Yeah. And going to the second half, West Ham got corner. Ward-Prowse, great delivery, and Mavropanos, great header. In off the crossbar, then hits the post, then goes in. Like that's literally the perfect header. No one is saving that. Rattled me though. He didn't celebrate.
Show respect.
He played. I think he played like 5 games.
But that's like Chris Wood. He scored a hat trick for Forest, his new club that desperate for wins, and he has like a muted celebration. He's just got a hat trick at St James's Park. No, because he had his little spell at Newcastle.
Needed a knee slide. Needed a knee slide.
2-0. I was shocked to be honest.
2-0, and I thought, no, we ain't getting back from that. He then took Zinchenko off and Martinelli off. Arsenal's issue at the moment, but that left-hand side, bar Havertz at the moment is playing really poor.
Yeah, it's not a lot. I've seen a lot of that as well. People highlighting Zinchenko, Martinelli, and Trossard if he's on the left, like not playing well at all.
But it's a strange one because the ball doesn't really go down that area too much because Odegaard plays on the right and Odegaard sticks with Saka. Them two always play little 1-2s. You can picture it, can't you? They're playing 1-2s. Yeah. Ben White comes on that right-hand side is pretty solid, whereas the left-hand side is more off-the-ball movement. You've got if you picture a typical Havertz goal is across to the back post and he's heading it in, or he's playing a late run through there, or Martinelli's high on the line and he's beating the offside trap. That's like the through ball. That's the sort of goals he scores. With Saka's more, he gets the ball, shimmy, then a whip or that's the same as Odegaard, isn't it? Odegaard's
cut inside, use left foot. Whatever,
we're more right-hand pitch dominated. And I think we just need to get a better balance to get Martinelli more in the game. Jesus missed a glorious header.
I saw the header second half when it back post.
Just a little bit too high for him. I've never actually seen a goalkeeper in Areola make so many catches.
Yeah, I said
normally they parry them. He just caught everything.
Yeah, I watched.
He was very good, to be fair.
Yeah, it's about solid last half hour, and a lot of it was caught and into his chest, or he was covering it on the floor. But it's just that's the way West Ham play football. It looks like they don't really do a lot. They defend, but when they have the ball, like you said earlier, they actually have some good players, and they've all at the moment they're all bought into this way of playing, and they're all for it. They leave Bone up top. He's obviously a better footballer, regardless of what you think, and he's a better footballer than Antonio, so he's going to be a better striker to have. Absolutely no comment.
He played really well. He played really well, and I said to my dad, watching it, I think Rice gave 2 or 3, 4 sloppy passes away, and I thought,
he's having one tonight.
If he's not on it, then we've got no chance here. Because these last 2-3 games, he's the one that's been the drive and force through that team. And like you have off days, he has an off day. It's their first loss all season at home. Not great, but the thing what's frustrating me this season is we think we've created the most chances out of the top 5 or something like that, but we scored the least.
Do you think you'd get a striker in January, or think about it, or maybe
I don't think we will.
Even in the summer, do you think that's what you need?
In the summer, yeah, not in January. I think we're going to get a defender on loan. And that's about it.
Because I think, even how good Jesus might be, even if he's playing the absolute best, he's still not scoring more than 20 goals in all comps in a season. I don't think. But
this is what we were saying yesterday. Who out there? The problem is, if that game is Liverpool or Man City, they win, or they get a draw because of Salah or Haaland. They score goals. If you give the chances we had or create, one of them will do a bit of magic. We haven't got that out and out superstar. No. And who is there?
Yeah, but who is there? They must surely someone know. I don't know. There'll be someone.
No, but if there is, then we should know about them.
Yeah,
like, but we're not football scouts or anything. But that one player who's going to get you 25 Premier League goals.
But do you think Tony? There's strong links for him in January. Do you think you'd take the punt and go for him? It'd be a large punt.
£85 million punt.
It'd be a large punt.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can't see it unless they can somehow windle a deal and be like, right, 6-month loan, and then we'll pay £75 million in the summer.
Yeah, I do think I think you'll go to you if Arsenal want him. That is.
But then that means, if we sign him, I'd say that means Nketiah would have to go. Maybe a Smith Rowe has to go. Is our squad big enough to? Maybe a Reece Nelson as well. I don't know. You'd have to get rid of a couple of players.
Yeah, I think you'd have to definitely get rid of at least one or two to, like you said, spend that money on one person and probably the wages and whatever else.
And I don't know if Tony suits Arteta's sort of players that he's brought into the I don't know.
But they might be something a bit more of a.
I don't know if Tony's. I don't know. I'm sort of reluctant to want him.
I'm not.
I might be different if we did possibly sign him, and I'd obviously get behind him if we signed him. But it's one of them things. I just want this. This might be really naive and probably won't happen. But I just want this team, this whole squad, to win it. Because these are the players that have grown in the last 2-3 years, and I want Jesus to be the main man to win it. I want him to be. We definitely need another defender, 100%, because we've got Timber out for the season. Tomiyasu's very, very good, but is quite injury prone, and he's going to obviously Asia Cup, and he's currently injured. So it leaves us with 5 defenders for 4 positions, and that is Kivior, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. We need another one. Yeah. If one gets injured, then we did have the backup. We did have, but they're injured, so we're going to need another fullback who can play centre half.
What about the Greek Maguire that scored last night?
He's absolutely rubbish. And you see the Saka chance at the post. Who's the centre half that pings a ball into midfield, which is just going to nowhere? Saliba cuts it out straight to Odegaard. That should have been 1-1.
Yeah.
No, frustrating. And then obviously what caps it all off is Rice gives away the penalty.
Oh, that was funny. That was.
You could tell his head.
Yeah,
he was
they
just
are divs West Ham, but that was very funny.
He gives it away, and he said his head. He's like, oh.
Right in front of them. He almost like slid into the away end. It was that. Yeah, that was very funny.
And I said funny enough. I said, you watch another classic Arsenal goalkeeper dives the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, he saved. Yeah,
he saved it.
I always think now. Yeah, always whenever Arsenal concede a penalty, I always think you and he actually. I was like, oh, he actually went the right way.
Right way. Yeah, it happens when you dive the right way. You might actually save it.
Yeah, that was a funny moment. But West Ham, like we said,
Ben isn't very liked at West Ham now.
Not as much. Yeah, I don't think they're that fond of him. I think he's one of those like you feel like he should be that sort of player, but never seems to put the effort in. Or
Moyes' first win. You always rack on about it. You were like, you text me in the morning saying Moyes and West Ham would bend over and twerk.
Yeah, I was about to say
it's his first win in 72 away games against Arsenal, Liverpool, United. Is it City possibly, and Arsenal? Maybe he's beat United.
So I was about to say for once West Ham haven't gone to Arsenal and just bent over for you basically. And even more so last night, I think, surely they're just going to lose 5-0 here. Beat us. They go to Fulham, they lose by 5. They're focused on Europe, but they, like I said, they win at Spurs. They're absolute golden. They're absolutely fine in the league. They're doing well in Europe. And yeah, surely last night just go to Emirates and lose 5-6-0, but very wrong indeed.
No, very well played.
Puts them 3 points behind us.
in a month they've beaten Spurs away, Arsenal away, and United at home.
They won 4 out of the last 5.
That
3 on a
screams
trot.
to me, Moyes out.
Yeah, it must be. Moyes out, surely. And I've just seen loads of stuff that he's definitely staying for next season. Who knows what's true? But yeah, what more could you want?
We shall see.
Don't
And
know.
at halfway stage, and that's we are now at the halfway stage. 19th game. West Ham are in 6th. Liverpool top. Arsenal 2nd. Spurs 5th in the relegation zone. Luton, Burnley, Sheffield United. At the beginning of the season, God knows what episode it was on the podcast, us boys all had a little prediction. So let me try and find them here.
It was 56 or 57 episode.
56. So I remember us two both picked the same top 4. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think we both had the same order of City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester
We had
United.
Same top 4, but I think, don't know, I've got City, Liverpool, Arsenal. I might have Arsenal 3rd. But either way, same top 4, yeah.
Nah, here we go, yeah. Exactly the same order.
No, it was, okay.
Yeah. So, would you like, as a halfway stage, would you like to make an alteration?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to go quickly, not like through our predictions, like taste starting now, the top 4, our relegation and things like that, and probably we'll allow one swap in total. Is that right? Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, so we had the first manager to be sacked. Obviously, it was we both had Locatelli when he was let go.
Yeah, we had some inside information about that one.
And then the next one, you yourself had David Moyes.
Yeah.
And I had Steve Cooper.
Yeah.
I think the first one actually was...
It was Cooper.
No, it was the Sheffield United Hickenbottom.
Oh, yeah.
Hickenbottom.
Yes,
Sheffield
Paul,
United.
yeah, Pigment. Yeah, sorry.
Relegation, Jack had Luton, Sheffield United and Forest.
Yeah.
3 good shouts.
Gonna keep
And myself, Luton, Sheffield United and Wolves.
Yeah, I think I'd like to change my top 4. Put Spurs in at 4th. Keep the same order of the top 3.
So, you would like to change United with Spurs, not Villa?
Nah, not Villa. It'd definitely out of us, and we're gonna have a stinking January if it's not a sign of from last night. Our next few weeks are gonna be awful, but I think we'll be top 4.
This might be an easy one, but I'm going to change Wolves for Burnley.
Yeah,
The 3 that went up, the 3 are going down.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And
that's what I would do.
Yeah,
because
I think
Forest
Forest
Wolves,
is still...
I've got that wrong because I thought Wolves, Gary Neal coming in,
Mm.
and I held my hands up. Gary Neal has done an absolutely fantastic job, and Wolves have really surprised me.
Yeah, they're good.
The front two of Wang and Matthias Cunha are pretty decent.
Yeah, they got some good players, and they've, for whatever reason, they're at home. They're really good, aren't they?
You don't want to change your shout of the season about Mason Mount being a bad player, bang
No.
front of the season.
That's going to be my Twitter bio, I think, for coming years. No, leave Mount, although he's been hampered with injury, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good shout.
And while we're on it, we just had have a quick look at the. We won't change these ones, but quick look at the our predictions for the championship.
I was going to say we did a few championship ones.
We both had Leicester to win the league.
Yep.
Which is not looking too bad.
No.
You had Hull in second.
Hang on, let me...
I had Borough in second. Borough had a stinker this season.
Yeah, I did have Hull, yeah.
Hull
doing alright. They're playoffs.
Right,
yeah, Borough, because I said, because we went for 3, didn't we?
You had Borough
and
playoffs.
I'm annoyed about, because that was a rash and I was pressured into that, so I would definitely retract that.
And I had Millwall playoffs.
Yeah, no. Yep, like we said, Leicester, they're right up there, obviously. They're Ipswich, Leeds. Southampton are on a good run of form.
Tell you what, Town are going up, though.
Yeah, it looks, they should do, yeah. I was, like we said, after we went to watch them against Hull, at home to Hull, if Ipswich don't go up, then they've done something terribly wrong. But yeah, Liam Rosina, doing alright. Renewed his contract at Hull, so they're on the up.
He's doing well. Yeah, and let's have a quick look forward to the New Year's Eve fixtures. We'll have a little prediction as well, Jack, while we're here.
Yep.
So today there's actually a big load of championship games, all at 7:45. Ipswich QPR. don't know why I started singing that one. So Saturday, let's have a look. Saturday, Luton, Chelsea, Villa, Burnley. Man City versus Sheffield United. That could be 10.
Yeah.
That could be 10. Forest United, and then New Year's Eve, Fulham, Arsenal, Tottenham, Bournemouth. You'd hope for a better result than when we went and saw Tottenham, Bournemouth last year.
Yeah. Although we are playing Bournemouth Superside right now, so could be a repeat.
Let's do a Saturday. Let's do a Saturday Prem game. Let's do City, Sheffield United.
City at home to Sheffield United. 5-0 Man City.
Have City played Luton at home yet?
Don't know. I don't think they have.
No, only away. Only because one of my predictions this season was there will be a 10-0 game this season.
Yeah.
De Bruyne and Haaland probably won't play though, so there's no need to play Haaland, is there?
No. I think if...
You saying 5?
I'm saying 5.
I'll say 7.
If Sheffield United hadn't changed their manager yet, I think that could have been, quite easily 9-10.
Newcastle did an 8, didn't they?
Yeah, I think 5. It probably won't be City normally just scrape through and win 2-0 or 1-0 or something ridiculous, but yeah, let's go 5.
Yeah, you say 5, I'll say 7.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else?
No, I think we've done a good little episode. More of a general one, just sort of run through the games, test a few things out. But yeah, that's
hopefully the sound's fixed from the last couple of weeks that we had.
I think
last week was bad.
I think we're on top of it and sorted it. So
we are shouting down this microphone now. So
yeah,
we're consistently hitting the levels we need to be doing.
Like you always do, let us know if it sounds awful, if you're in a car and it sounds worse than the headphones or whatever, and if it's me or Tate or whatever, we'll again try and sort it. But I think we're on top of it. But yeah, that'll be the last one for this year, 2023.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the calendar now. I'm not sure when we'll be back. So we've got obviously next Monday is
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. Potentially in that week we could squeeze one in, or if not, it'd be probably might be the 8th, and that will be a recap of FA Cup games.
Yeah,
Who have you got?
Chat. Burnley at home actually.
Me and Griff are going to. We got Liverpool at home on Sunday, 4:30.
Nice.
No trains run back to Liverpool after that time as well. So
great.
Really great booking again.
Good organisation.
Fantastic. But remember, we have that one green day.
Yeah.
Where you have Sky Green one day a year.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We'd like to wish you all a very happy New Year.
Yeah.
And hopefully in the new year Arsenal win the league.
20
years to the time.
Hopefully not.
Right. Thank you all again for listening, and happy New Year, and stay loyal.
Happy New Year. Stay loyal.